India is famous for many things, but what really makes it special is its huge population and busy streets. Walking through a city in India is like facing a big question every day. Where should you cross the streets? The streets are full of life with people, cars and motorbikes moving in all directions. Deciding which way to go becomes an adventure, but if you don't like being around lots of people or heat, India may be a dark place for you. Today, we will talk about how India became home to over 1.4 billion people, making it the most populated country in the world, passing China in 2023. Before we go deeper into how India got here and what this means for its future, please subscribe to our channel, leave a like and turn on notifications bell so you don't miss any of our new documentaries. India has a population that moves and grows like a heartbeat. The country is divided into 28 states and 8 union territories, each with its own culture and language, making India very diverse. Right now, around 1.4 billion people live in this country, spread over more than 4,000 cities and towns. Out of this, only 300 cities have more than 1 billion people living there in total. To help you imagine this, think of all capitals in Latin America: Bogotá, Mexico City, Brasilia, Buenos Aires, and Santiago, all combined in one place. Even with that, India has more people. The country has 65 cities with over 1 million people each. If we add the total population of all Spanish-speaking countries, India still has more people. The same is true if we include Brazil and Spain. Even if we count the whole population of the Americas, including the United States and Canada, India's population is still bigger. Each year, about 23 million babies are born in this country. This is double the number of babies born in China, where around 10 million babies are born yearly. This shows how fast India's population has grown in the past few decades. But how did this happen? Before 1950, India did not have good population records. It was only in the 1950s that regular population counts, called census, began. Since then, India's population has grown quickly, adding more than 1 billion people in just over 70 years. If you enjoyed this video, let us know in the comments and support us by subscribing and leaving a like so you don't miss our next videos. To better understand how fast India's population is growing, let's look at just one day. In 24 hours, about 67,000 babies are born, around 28,000 people died, and 1,800 people move out of the country. This means that each day, India's population grows about 37,000 people. Every hour, more than 2,800 babies are born. 1,200 people die and 75 people leave India to live abroad. This growth has made India the top country for people moving to other places. Today, over 32 million Indians live in other countries. Every year, more than 2.5 million people leave India looking for better opportunities in countries like the United States, Australia, United Kingdom, and especially Canada. India's population is not only about numbers, there is also a difference in the numbers of boys and girls. For every 100 girls born, about 110 boys are born. This is because some families prefer boys due to cultural reasons. One of these reasons is the tradition of dowries, which means the family of the bride has to give gift or money to the family of the groom. This can be very expensive for families with daughters. Although dowries have been illegal for many years, some families still prefer not have girls. Because of this, around 400 girls do not get the chance to be born each year. When you walk on the streets in India, you will see the most people outside are men. In many areas, women stay at home because of traditional belief. But in recent years, things have started to change. Women are now taking more roles in society and working in different fields. Even though there is a progress, there are still problems with gender inequality, and women's rights remain a challenge in many places. Having such a big population creates many challenges for cities The streets are often full of motorbikes, cars, and rickshaws. The routes and city planning can be confusing and hard to organize. This makes public transport like buses and subways difficult to set up in crowded areas. Even with this challenge, life in the busy streets show how strong and smart that people are. They find ways to adapt and make things work despite the chaos. India is a country full of difference and extremes. On one hand, it is on a track to become the third largest economy in the world. This is mostly thanks to its young people. Almost half of India's people are under 25 years old, which shows great promise for the future, but India also faces problems, like a high number of babies who die young, a problem that is still be compared to other developing countries. For Latin America and other regions, India's story teaches an important lesson. Our countries do not have population as big as India, but the growth rates remind us that we need to plan for the future. Talking about birth control and basic service should not be a taboo topic. We need to have open conversations to make sure everyone has a better future. India is a country with rich and complicated culture. It shows how other developing regions can learn from its story. India's story is not only about fast growth, but about finding balance between old traditions and modern life, between challenges and opportunities. Remember to subscribe to our channel and leave a like so you don't miss our upcoming videos.